The moon, gravitational pull of the moon. You know, God created all these oceans, all the water. About 72% of the earth is covered with water. And he said, I need a big stir stick to stir these oceans up, because if I don't stir it up, all sea life would die off. And if all sea life becomes stagnant, and if all sea life died, we would all die. And so I need a big stir stick to stir these large bodies of water. And so he created a moon with the gravitational pull of the moon upon the oceans, and the waves come in, they go out, and it keeps everything all stirred up. And again, the God that did this, you're telling me, if you're a Christian, you're a young millennial Christian, and you're worried about that God cannot take care, that we measly human beings are going to destroy the planet. That's what you're concerned about. 71% of the earth is covered with water. And, you know, in the oceans, actually 50 to 80% of the oxygen Earth's atmosphere, from Earth's atmosphere, comes from the tiny ocean plant life that live near the surface. So what I'm saying is there's a renewing of the earth every day. There's the hydrologic cycle, the cleansing of the earth. This goes on continuously, and there's nothing you need to be worried about as far as man, that in 20 years we're going to destroy the earth. We couldn't destroy the earth if we wanted to. You know, if you set out, if worldwide, if we all set out to raise the earth's temperature by 2 degrees, we couldn't do it. Absolutely impossible. We couldn't do it if we wanted to. Now, if you're not a Christian and you're concerned that God is going to do, that man is going to destroy the earth, you're concerned about global warming and climate change, let's use some logic. Yes, logic. The population of the earth, believe it or not, could fit in the state of Texas. Yeah, all people of the earth could fit, a family of 5 would still have 6,000 square foot of room. So the population of the earth could fit in the state of Texas. Now let's take a space shot. Let's back up, back off. And you know, you're looking at the earth from outer space, and you maybe can tell that's the United States. And I guess if you zoomed in a little bit further, you could see Texas. Okay, we're all in Texas. All people are in Texas. Okay, follow this. Now, how many cars do all people of the world have? How many of them have cars? Excuse me, how many of them have cars? Well, not all, because there are some very poor countries and places in America, not in America, but in the world, excuse me. Now, yeah, most people in America have cars, yes, I agree with that. But if you look at it and you say, okay, how many of them, all people of the earth, have cars? Well, not all. How many of them own factories that are belching out carbon and all that? All people on the earth, how many of them own factories? Well, what would it be? Less than 1%? I don't know. You know, how many of them actually own factories? Well, probably very few. It'd be a very small percentage. And so you're telling me, as we zoom in on all the people in the world living in the state of Texas, that somehow we're going to destroy the earth. Again, we couldn't destroy the earth if we wanted to. If we set out to, we couldn't. Now, there is one being that could, and that's God. But God has no intention of destroying the earth, at least not yet. Not yet. So, if you're a young person, and this is what you need to be concerned about. You need to be concerned about moving out of your parents' basement before you turn 25 years of age. That's what you need to be concerned. You don't need to worry your mind over global warming or climate change. That should not, you don't have time to be concerned about that, okay?